I think one of the coolest things about this game is it's so accessible to casual fans and casual mobile players, but also to hardcore fans as well.
The way that our game begins and sets up the general premise actually makes it very easy for people to get into and play. For example, my mom plays it, and she actually really likes it.
Strike Force has this very fun strategic design where you're trying to create the most awesome team.
We really wanted to keep combat feeling fresh and varied, but on the flip side, we're creating, a strategy turn-based game. So it's all about, figuring out what makes a character feel like themselves.
Who's Peter Parker? Not just who's Spider-Man, but who's Peter Parker?
So what's the essence of Captain America? He's a leader, right? How do you translate that to gameplay?
The gameplay in our game is very much like being a coach on a football team and calling the different plays that you're going to do before gameplay even starts.
You look at your strengths and your weaknesses of your characters and how that might work against another team, and you try to find your best matchup and also try to work on the synergies. It's a game of inches.
So whenever we start designing characters, we have to really think very specifically about what is the role that they fit within our game. So we have 5 major archetypes.
We have protectors, blasters and brawlers, support characters, and controller characters. Protectors are like your Luke Cage, your Captain America. They're there to help everyone out.
Blasters tend to be characters like Korath or Punisher.
Brawlers are there to deal damage from close range. A great example of a brawler is like Deadpool.
The support characters, like the Shield Medic, is focused on healing the team, buffing their team.
Controllers, those are your characters meant to control the battlefield. We've got Black Widow, Quake.
It was so much fun just trying to figure out the different problems and challenges of coming to space and taking the awesome Marvel IP and how do you translate that to this game and how do you make this mobile experience feel alive.
Not only do you have to take into consideration about how people play and what is happening within the game, but you also take into consideration the lore that's around the character. So you can't take a character and shoehorn them into a specific role. So we have to constantly kind of balance that between the two things. And it's a fun task. Being able to be like, yeah, I worked on, Thanos and Wolverine for our game is, that's a pretty good thing to talk about at a party,